Oh, hey there, what's up, everybody? I'm your host, Timmy D, and I'm going to be just giving you a little bit more information and insight on Industrial Titan and how you can build it easily into a six-figure business. So, just want to see who I all got out there. If you could, I want to ask you where you're from, and if you could just type in the bar and tell me who I all got here. Okay, it's like I got, let's see, Steve from New York, D's Nuts, PA. Okay, David M, Michigan. Kirkland, fellow Wisconsinite, Sherry, North Carolina, Trey, New Jersey, and then Ronnie from Indiana. That's probably what you meant, right? Okay. Anyway, anyone else jumping in? Feel free to add comments, listen, whatever. Um, and we'll be moving on here. I'll try to keep this as brief as possible and give you as much information as I can here on this Industrial Titan. So if you are actually looking for a real career opportunity, and you feel like you have a good attitude, like you got the drive and the motivation to do it, maybe you just haven't found the right opportunity yet to, to dive in 100%. I'm sure you're probably used to all the BS, gimmicks and money making scams online and all that. And that one thing about this is it is not that. We're talking about a proven system with a 7+ year track record with a reputable company sponsoring. So we definitely got some good things going on here. In fact, this is the first time this was released to the public. This was basically a private training course for Midwest Industrial Supply Sales affiliates. So it's the first time release, and we're going to see how it goes. So here's the question everybody wants to know. What is the real secret to creating wealth and financial freedom and actually waking up in the morning and liking what you do and being excited about going to work, um, and excited about what's going to happen? If you can figure out the secret to that and find something you enjoy, then you definitely are on the right track. And what it boils down to, the answer is real simple. It's a lot simpler than you think. Probably right in front of your face. I mean, you know that you're not going to find an opportunity looking for the easy way out. I mean, there's no such thing as a get-rich-quick scam. They're all bullshit. The only people getting rich are the people that are scamming, okay? So you actually got to find something, a career path or a business opportunity that's legit, one that has potential. You've got to be willing. Okay, you got to be willing to grind. You got to be willing to put in some time and effort that it takes to achieve success. And anytime you get into a new business venture, there's going to be things to learn. You got to be willing to invest the time to learn it, right? And realize there is no such thing, like I said, as a get rich quick method. I got to reiterate that. There's no such thing. So stop putting your energy into that bullshit and put your energy, into something useful and rewarding, something that's going to give back to you, something for you in your future. Let me just take you back for a minute. Before there was a Industrial Titan, before there was even a Midwest Industrial Supply, there was just me. And the reason that I started this is I was in a situation where I basically had just lost my six-figure job in the mortgage industry. If you remember back about 10 years ago when the industry crashed, I used to work for AmeriQuest, which some of you guys might know, which was a really good job. And one day security guards just came in and said, "You guys got 10 minutes to clean out your desk. See ya." And that's pretty much how it was. I mean, I went from making like well over six figures to nothing. I mean, we ended up losing cars, a house. I was in such dire straits. Something needed to happen. I had to kind of figure out what the hell am I going to do. And there's a reason why I chose what I chose, and what I chose is to become a manufacturing industry wholesaler, and I will tell you why. Before I do get into the meat and potatoes, though, I want to tell you why it worked for me, and I'm not doing any of this to brag. I'm just kind of reiterating my points that I made earlier. Why it worked for me is because I found an industry with potential. That industry is the manufacturing industry. Okay, I worked my ass off to become a success, and of course, the proper motivation was definitely a help. I mean, I was in a situation where it was do or die. Either I make it happen, or I'm going to lose everything, and me and my family, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. So I basically got in there and I just made it happen. I mean, from my basement, at my bar for a desk with a bar stool for a chair, no lie, that's how I started out. No loans, no grants, no customers, no nothing. I just got in there and started grinding, started making things happen. So why the manufacturing industry, and what makes the manufacturing industry so special? Well, actually, there's a lot of reasons why I became a wholesaler and chose to target the manufacturing industry. Um, for one, I believe the manufacturing industry is the only true recession-proof industry. In 2017, just to throw some stats at you here, and you guys are stat people, manufacturing GDP was 2.5 trillion. That's 12.7% of the entire U.S. economic output. Manufactured goods comprise about half of all U.S. exports. Plus, in that same year, 2017, manufacturing wholesalers and distributors processed, I believe this is trillion, 5,696,719,632 orders. That's a big number. That's all I know. And the U.S. accounts for 14.5 million manufacturing jobs. That's 10% of the entire workforce if you're doing the math. And not only that, but this is an industry that consistently grows at 3.9% a year, no matter what. For every shop that shuts down, another one opens. I mean, it's just give and take. It keeps going and going and going. In 2018, in fact, manufacturing was forecasted to increase faster than the general economy. Now those are some stats for your ass, right? What does that tell you? It tells you a lot. I mean, really, it tells you that this is an industry that has a lot of potential. Okay, and selling tooling to this industry that these guys use day in and day out has even more potential. And just to reiterate on that statement about opportunities in the industry, the manufacturing industry is full of opportunities. We're talking about hundreds of untapped niches to find, explore, and conquer. Virtually unlimited potential customer base. I mean, there's customers all over the place, millions of them. We're talking about a career stability, complete security within a true evergreen niche. And bottom line, if you're, as far as a manufacturing wholesaler goes, over 400,000 unique product offerings that just metal workers alone use, because we focus here on metal workers, but there's also woodworking, plastics, like I said, different niches, but metalworking is the niche of our choice here. Of course, you can target any niche you want. There's plenty of opportunity, however you look at it. These products are high demand products. They're called necessity goods. Practically sell themselves. Why? Because they break down. Normal wear and tear creates an immediate need for our products. In fact, 90% of the products are perishable. That's why they're known as consumable goods. And when those goods break down, the shops need to keep their machinery and equipment running smoothly, so they need to reorder them. And here's another reason. If you were paying attention before, you'll already know the answer to this, but this number here, this big number, do you know what that represents? Do you know? Like I said, if you were paying attention, you already know this represents the total number of shipments or orders in the manufacturing industry in 2016. That doesn't even include Canada. This is just the U.S. that basically were placed through manufacturing wholesalers and distributors. So there's a big pie out there, and there's a big piece of it for you if you want it. It is really up to you. There's enough for anyone who wants it to grab it, and that's the bottom line. So moving on, let me explain a little bit better what perishable means and why it is such an awesome thing here. Basically, like let's say you sell furniture or a car. Now, you sell your customer, you're most likely not going to see them again for 4 or 5 years, right? Now, in the case of perishable tooling that naturally wears down from normal wear and tear, you're going to see that customer real soon because he's going to need to reorder those tools to keep his machinery running, as I said before. And now, I'll get your mind working a little bit even more here with over 400,000 products, and let's even just say 300,000 of them are perishable between drills, taps, end mills, any of the tools they put up in their machinery, um, you could get business on a bunch of different tools, and create tons of residual income. If you can build a relationship with the customer, that's your job basically. Now you got a customer that's ordering this item and that item and this item, and all of those items are perishable and wearing down. So just think about the residual incomes and the amount that you can make off of one good customer. So literally, like, a handful of customers in this business can literally make you, I mean, seriously. And that's the problem with a lot of times, is people get lazy when they get built up, and they stop searching for new customers. But people that are go-getters and have drive, I mean, you want to keep searching for new customers. You got to always account for attrition, because you never know when it can happen. But you know, that's the thing. It's too good in the beginning, and then it gets people actually lazy. So that's one of the things you want to avoid. But it's also one of the awesome things about selling perishable tooling. Um, so moving on to the good stuff here. How can you create a six-figure business from scratch with no loans, no grants, and none of that? And I'm about to show you. Now, you could really start from scratch and do everything on your own if you really, really wanted to. But that's the whole point of Industrial Titan, is you don't have to do all that, okay? Because it's already done. You're not going to have to spend years developing a reputation in the industry, okay? It literally took me years to develop a name in the business, okay? Spend years building up vendor relationships and credit. I mean, that again takes years. People don't want to give you credit. They don't know who you are. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. You're not going to have to spend years getting familiar with all the products, because our training course is going to zip you through them all, help you master one section at a time. And of course, spend years developing all your sales and marketing materials, your sales pitches, your line cards, and what have you. And I'd also spend years building cash flow for an expansion or for whatever you need. In addition to those worries, you're not going to have to worry about starting from scratch and trying to raise investment capital right away, because I'll tell you what, especially now, it's probably be pretty hard to start this out unless you, I mean, with no money, no vendors, no nothing. You're not going to have to worry about deciding what the best products are to sell or how learning the business, because that's all in the course. And you're not going to have to waste time trying to find new customer leads or figure out where to source them from, because you get that also on a silver platter within this course. You don't have to deal with any of those growing pains. Why? Because we've already done it. We've already done that for you. Everything is already laid out for you on a silver platter. You got the keys to the kingdom. I mean, basically, it's plug and play and get to it. You know what I'm saying? In fact, that's one of the most unique things about this program, is it's pretty much a mix of sales and marketing combined. You got to get in there and grind, but you can use, or you have, I should say, many different streams of income and many different possibilities. For instance, as an affiliate, a tier 1 affiliate, okay, this is basically what you get. You get the product training guide and course. You get the sales power training ebook and course. You get instant access to 400,000 products, all major brands. So like I said, instant access, meaning you don't have to source them, stock them, or ship them. They're already there. You just put your order in and it's done, and you get paid on it. Free drop shipping is included with that. Free leads and lead sources, all your sales tools and marketing materials, and affiliate codes for our 4 partner websites you also get. And here are our 4 partner websites, just to get you started. Surplus Cutting Tools, CGW Abrasives, the Carbide and Mill Shop, and Diamond Blade Guru. Those are the 4, and I'm just going to take you to them and show them to you real quick. So here are just a breakdown of our sites here. This is Surplus Cutting Tools, mostly carbide inserts, but we do sell a range of tools and if you don't be overwhelmed, I know you don't know exactly what these tools are yet. So what I'll just say is this: we've broken it down into 4 different categories. This is basically tools like cutting tools, carbide end mills, carbide inserts, and cutting tools. That's surplus cutting tools. Next is the carbide end mill store, and this is specifically specializing in carbide end mills and specialty carbide cutters. And the last 2 is CGW Abrasives, which specializes in abrasives, and the Diamond Blade Shop, which is diamond blades. That one is under construction right now, but we've got a generic name attached to it. We just have to reline our DNS. Somehow it got off track, but anyway, there are these 2 sites, and for each one of these sites you'll have your own link. So any customer finds you online and they order from any of these sites under your affiliate link, you get paid. Now, another thing worth mentioning is the fact that, and we mentioned it before, over 400,000 products, and we have all the favorite major brand names. So these customers that you sell to, be it online or be it over the phone or be it in person, they know the brand names that we're selling. We've built over the years solid relationships with and direct relationships with most vendors, and either way, even if we're not direct with them, we have access to them through a third party. And just to show you, this is the line card. As you can see, there's a lot of different brands. Even though you're not familiar with maybe the industry, you can see that this is a very extensive line card. Pretty much anything someone would ask for or need, we can definitely get it. So pretty much with the tier 1, you get all the training, the affiliate links, and some extras. When you do upgrade to a tier 2, you do get a lot more in the way of benefits. I mean, you get everything in the tier 1 program. You get monthly interactive product and training sales sessions. That's once to twice a month, usually twice a month. We do product and sales training sessions, and we lay it out so you can master each product and then move on to another area or another section. You'll get email swipes and autoresponders, so you can send your customers emails as you build them. You'll get access to special sales that we run, where you can make even higher percentages, as well as sales incentives and one-on-one mentoring. You'll get a 15-minute coaching call every month. Let's say 15 to 30-minute coaching call every month. Answer any of your questions. And pretty much, if you're on our team, however it is, I mean, if you need more than that, I mean, we're here for you. Obviously, our success depends on yours. So we want you to succeed. You also, one big thing is that's included in the tier 2 is you do get private label PLR rights on the course materials. So you can, edit them, sell them however you wish, sell them, put your name on them. That's one thing we weren't originally going to do because we did not want to devalue the course, but as an extra bonus for our tier 2s, we did throw in the PLR rights. So you also get a free CRM software that we will give you the download for, and we'll even train you how to use it. So you do get a lot more with the tier 2, and I think it's like $10 more. So just as a recap, with Industrial Titan, the affiliate program with Midwest Industrial Supply, we are all about helping you succeed. We want you to succeed. Again, our success depends on yours. So we are all about putting in the effort to help you succeed. If you're willing to put in the effort and the time and you are willing to learn, we will go above and beyond to make sure that you're successful. And anybody who puts in the effort, anybody can do this. If you're willing to put in the effort and you are willing to do this, if you can honestly see the light at the end of the tunnel and see the industry and the potential of how big the industry and what we're selling, creating residual income through perishable tooling. I mean, as long as you can see it and get excited about it, and you can dive in head first and put in the effort, we are going to do the same thing, and we are going to go all out for you, my friend. I mean, you get everything you need. I mean, your success matters to us. We help with the marketing, growth opportunity, sales leads and sources, solid training, mentoring, and support. There's even a 2-tier commission program, which means that if you were to bring someone in, you would get an extra 10% of anything they sell. So um, another awesome thing that we didn't even mention on the tier 2 affiliate program was the tier 2 commission program. Definitely hope this video was helpful. Go ahead and pick up your copy. And if you have any questions, shoot us an email at sales@midwestsupplyusa.com. Thanks for watching. See you on the